Nobody should ever die. Death is terrible. We need to save everybody, no matter how old they are. We must save everyone. Nobody should ever get ill, especially not with COVID. And that's why we must remind you to keep up with your boosters, or your privileges will be taken away. The questioning of authority will not be tolerated. I repeat, the questioning of authority will not be tolerated. If you are told to have an injection, you will have it. And in Austria now, they're forcing people at gunpoint to have injections, and rightly so. And it won't be long before we put guns to your head if you're so selfish and don't have an injection. Because we have to stop people dying. It's not acceptable. And we've got to put a stop to it. We're not allowed to talk about death. We're not allowed to think about death. And that's why if there are any old people here, please go home. It's difficult for young people to see it because they get reminded of their own death. And that's horrible. And we must not allow anybody to get ill. And that's why you've got to take all your injections. If you don't, you'll be punished. We need to punish these people, the unvaccinated. It's an utter disgrace. Who do they think they are, deciding what goes into their bodies? What right do they have? Soon, the government will be implementing the obedience passes. These obedience passes will be on your phones to ensure that you guys do what you're told at all times. And if you don't obey, they will take away your passes and you won't be able to do anything. Do you understand? Do I make myself clear? Because soon the technology will be here and we will know if you're disobeying. We'll know where you are. We'll know what your health status is. If you disobey the government, you will be punished. The questioning of authority will not be tolerated. We know what you're watching on YouTube. We know what you're watching on Instagram. And if you carry on watching all those people that question whether we should be forced to take injections, you will be punished. Your obedience passes are being created right now. They are of course called vaccine passports, just to help you relax into the idea. But once we've got the vaccine passports, they will change to obedience passes, and if you are disobedient, you're going to be punished. So you better get in line. Do as you're told. And have your boosters. Whether you've had COVID or not, whether you've got antibodies or not, we don't care. You've got to have your boosters. Do you understand? Have you had your boosters? You're still young? Okay. Well, don't take too long. You need your boosters. Doesn't matter how young you are. The government has spent a lot of money on those boosters. Don't waste them. Please keep your eyes on your phones. Why haven't you got your phones out, you lot? You're missing important things. Your phone's probably been pinging. Somebody wants to send you something. Keep your phones with you at all times. You need to be looking at your phones. Why are you wasting good time here? Where's your phones? Get them out. You could be missing important news that the government wants you to hear. Look, there's a decent woman. That's what I like to see. Someone with her phone out.
Yes.
That's right. Stop wasting time. You could be on the internet whilst you're walking along here. Because you can trust everything you see on Facebook and YouTube. It's fine. Don't worry. YouTube makes sure that everything you see there is true. In Austria, they are mandating the injections. And in this country, they're just allowing people not to have injections. It's disgusting. These people should be punished. They know how to do things correctly in Austria. They are threatening to fine and jail people who have not had the injections. And we need to get the government to do this here, because at the moment there are people walking around here that haven't even had any injections.
No.
It's an absolute disgrace, putting everybody's life in danger like that. I'm very well, thank you. How are you? 2 meters, please. 2 meters. Social distancing. Yes. 2 meters. Actually, if you've got high-vis jackets on and you work for a corporation, 4 meters. 4 meters, please. Right. Now, have you asked for permission to speak to me? You need permission to speak to me, I'm afraid, and I don't grant it to you. I'm afraid I'm busy at the moment. As far as I'm concerned, you're just 2 blokes with some high-vis jackets on. You're no different to these 2 people over here. You just got high-vis jackets on. So I'm afraid at the moment I'm in the middle of a performance. When I've finished, we can have a chat. No, I'm really sorry. You're just random people that got mixed up with the corporation and think that you've got power, but you haven't really, let's be honest. You're just random people. And I'm just doing something, I'm just speaking on a megaphone. So I mean, it's a public place, isn't it?
Can you stop for 5 minutes?
Can I stop?
Just 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
You need to talk to me? I'll tell you what, no, what I will do is I'll make an exception. I don't usually take any notice at all of anybody that has a high-vis jacket on. But for you, I'm going to do a special thing. I will listen to you, but I'm just going to repeat what you say on the megaphone so everyone can hear. Oh, you've gone? All right. See you later. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to remind you that you must do as you're told and never question authority. And if you do, you will be punished. In Austria now, they're saying that they're going to be fining people 3,000 euros and putting them in jail if they don't have the injection. And yet here in England there are people walking around all over the place that haven't had the injection. These people need to be punished! Do you agree? Yeah. Have you had your injections? No? You need, ladies and gentlemen, this guy's walking around the place. He hasn't had any injections. We need this guy to be punished and put in jail like they do in Austria. Don't you understand? The whole point of the injections is so that they can have then the injection passport, which will eventually be turned into an obedience passport, which is what we want. We want people to be obedient. It hasn't happened. No, it has in lots of other countries. In Israel, it's happened. Oh, it hasn't here. I know, but it will happen here. Don't worry, it will happen. Just give it a bit of extra time. You know, we get their act together. Do you think it's a coincidence, by the way? Do you think it's a coincidence that 109 countries have basically kind of have the same attitude towards it all? Just a coincidence. Amazing. Are you a coincidence theorist? Yeah. Are you a coincidence theorist? Yeah? You think it's all a coincidence? Ooh, I wonder how that happened. It's all a coincidence that all the mainstream media have got exactly the same story about what's going on. So it's an amazing coincidence, isn't it? Amazing. Wow.